Today we're taking a look at the Curve Micro16, Caddx's latest drone for the Ascent system. Now the highlight of this drone seems to be the debut of the new Ascent Lite Plus VTX. So let's just open this up and see how it looks. All right, and it seems to be just a sleeve on here. You just push this out, I think. So you have this pull tab right here. I want to get this off without damaging that sleeve. So here we go, pretty good. And the first thing we have is a quick start guide, really nice. Looks like it's in color. Oh yeah, really nice. And it just walks you through how to set this up. So make sure you keep this here in a safe place, especially if you want to know how to bind this to your VRX, your goggles, and to your radio. Next, we have this case here, which is nice hard case here. There's a lot of details in here, guys. Wow. That's pretty clever. Now, the first thing you see here is a leveling ball right here. Now, obviously, if you wanna, I don't know yet. I suspect maybe you can put the drone in here and do some maybe calibration on Betaflight, but, or maybe you wanna have a flat surface, but you have a centering ball here, almost like a tripod ball, which is pretty cool. You have nice branding on here. Look at this. You have a USB-C plug right here on the hard case with some ventilation here and some rubber feet. So this is a multi-purpose case for some crazy reason. So let's open this up and see how that looks. Oh, pretty cool, like a little rubber latch right here. You do press here with your finger, and I think this just opens up. Yeah, there it goes. That's pretty cool. So you have a lanyard here, and I'm sure that's for the carry case. You have the drone itself. Really nice, very clean. We'll take a look at this a little bit later, but it's a refined drone. You have a battery charger here included with the drone, and that makes sense. This kind of just fits into place, and hence the reason why you have your USB-C cutout right here. So you have a 6-channel battery charger here, 4.35 volts, so for high voltage batteries. And obviously this uses the A30 connector right here, USB-C. Looks like you have a USB-C to some kind of adapter for a harness. These are spare propellers, put that to the side. Some screws, some hardware screws. Looks like a battery holder right here. I'm not gonna try to break it, but I think it can flip up, yeah. So this might be able to just stay flat, and you can have your batteries right here. It can fold into the actual case. Let's try one out. There we go. And then that can fold in right there. A card for the website. You can go to the website for manuals or for support. And this looks to be like a QC card right here. It says it's passed, so obviously it's been tested. Another compartment. This comes up straight, and you have the USB-A to USB-C cable and some tools here. So a driver and a prop removal tool, as well as the adapter from the flight controller to this USB-C adapter right here. So everything is included in this whole kit here. This is a very comprehensive kit, and I'm glad I did the unboxing of this. This is pretty cool. Very nice presentation. So function and form, it looks amazing. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the Curve Micro16. And as I saw initially in the first impression when I opened this up, this looks like a very refined drone. Everything from the molding to the wiring, it's hard to explain. You know, I don't have any drones here. Obviously, we don't want to do a comparison video here. There's not a comparison video. And it looks really good aesthetically because you have the Caddx branding on here, and then you have some white trim as well, these yellow trims here on the side. It looks really nice. Now, I think this comes in 2 different colors, both as a darker gray color that I have right here, as well as a white version, both with the accenting colors and trims on here. So it's a very presentable drone overall. Having said that, let's just weigh this and see how much this weighs. And it's showing 32.5 grams, 32.56 grams. All right, not the lightest drone overall, but for what it is built to do, like a park flyer, an outdoor and indoor flyer, very versatile, it doesn't look too bad overall, especially with these larger propellers on here. Let's also weigh it with the batteries. Now, Caddx recommends a 1S battery between 560 and 680 milliamp hours. So I have 2 batteries here. The smallest of the recommendation is the 550. This one here is by GMB. And let's see how much this weighs overall. All right, so 45.9 grams for the 550. 47.91 with the larger 660 right on the edge of the 680 recommendation. Now, this is a 75mm drone overall for the wheelbase. Now, talking about that, we do have the motor and prop combination in here. There's nothing on here, but these are 1102 motors. These are good for around 22,000 kV, and that should be adequate for a drone of this size, which is pretty much the standard in the industry. Now, providing the power to this motor and prop combination is this ESC. Now, this is a 12 amp ESC, which is more than adequate for a drone of this size. That should be very durable for your punch outs, and in case you get stuck in the grass going to turtle mode, this should be more than adequate. Now, besides that, I can also see an Express LRS antenna on here. This is a serial-based receiver on here. I think this one here is flashed with Express LRS 3.6, but you can easily upgrade this to 4. Whatever you want, 4.x if you want to. Now let's talk about the star of the show here, which is kind of obvious in this. This is the debut of the Ascent Lite Plus VTX. Obviously, this one here picks up from where the original left off, which was in itself kind of revolutionary at the time. We had digital for a really good price and very lightweight. Now this one here picks up from that, kind of gives you more power and specifications. Now we're talking about a 500 milliwatt VTX, which is impressive in a sense, up from 100 milliwatts. Now, most people got mixed reviews with the 100 milliwatts. A VTX of this kind of power output, you kind of see in a larger VTX. So to see the same kind of form factor and more than quadruple the power is impressive. And I'm kind of eager to try this out and see how well it does in penetration and range. Besides that, we have an increase in camera performance. Previously, we had 1080p and 720p at 60 and 100 frames per second. Now we have 720p and 1080p at 60, 100, and 120 frames per second, which is crazy. Good for following fast-moving objects and for that super slow motion video. Really impressive in a very small light VTX. Now, as far as recording performance, you can record 720p at 60, 100, and 120 frames per second. Good for slow motion. But in 1080p, that is reduced to 60 and 100 frames per second. Having said all these specs, there's not too many goggles on the market that can show images at 100 and 120 frames per second. We do know that the HD0 goggles can do around 100 frames per second. That means that the existing Ascent goggles can't record at that frame rate, as well as the current VRX. So what does that mean? I guess it's safe to assume that Caddx will be releasing a new VRX and a new goggles. I think they're calling it the Cine goggles, and the VRX should be the VRX Pro. Now, those should be releasing in the near future, but those can also take advantage of these additional features and specifications. Now, one additional trick of the Ascent Lite Plus VTX is its ability to record audio. Now, this has been highly requested by pilots. It's either you love it or you don't care. Either you want it or it doesn't even matter to you. But yes, this VTX does include a microphone board. This is great for capturing audio, whether it be your motors and prop, how it sounds, getting the performance, the tune on this drone, as well as capturing the audio of your subject. Think about chasing like drift cars, the engine sound, the exhaust, the tire squeal. All of this can be captured. Even flying through, say, fireworks, you can get the pops and bangs from those fireworks actually exploding. Really underrated feature, and I do think it's something that we haven't had in such a long time that this will be greatly appreciated. Now, this is already included in this drone, so once you do record on your DVR, that will be captured and recorded on your DVR as well. So there's no additional steps required to capture audio. Now, you're probably saying, who cares about the audio in the recording? I want to hear the audio live. Well, that's also capable. Unfortunately, that's not available with the current hardware. Talking about the original goggles as well as the existing VRXs. Those don't have the capabilities to do that. Now, this is another feature that will be included in the upcoming goggles. So if you do want that feature, I highly recommend you wait for those products. That's gonna be released in the near future. Last but not least, let's talk about the power output of the actual VTX, the Ascent Lite Plus. We talked about its 500 milliwatts, substantially more than the original, where you did have some penetration issues. I do suspect that will be resolved with this drone here. Now, they're saying that you can get around 8 kilometers of range with this power output. That was tested by Caddx using a fixed-wing aircraft. Your performance will vary depending on what craft that you use. We do suspect you're gonna get a little bit less performance and range with a quad versus a fixed wing aircraft. Overall, this thing looks pretty good. You can see like they've thought about everything, even to the point where it shows you where the bind button is right here. Yeah, they've thought about a lot of things with this drone overall. One thing I haven't seen, and here it is the connection for the flight controller. Now we've seen other manufacturers do the same thing, going over to this kind of connection right here, using an adapter to connect to your computer. As much as I hate having that little dongle, I do think it's the right choice. It does save on weight. And how often are you gonna be connecting your drone to the computer here? Now underneath the drone, this is another place where I said like Caddx has taken just another step in their quality. This battery tray looks pretty good, very beefy. Everything here looks very, very strong. This mounting point here for the motors look really good. And just the small details of these motor cables, it looks like there's shrink wrap on here. This thing looks amazing. Last but not least, we have the power connection on here. Obviously, it's a 1S battery. These wires look very, very sturdy. This is obviously the A30 connector, and we talked about these batteries here earlier. Overall, the Curve Micro16 looks really nice. It looks like on paper and in the hands right now, like a perfect drone that can fly both indoors, outdoors, and it seems very, very durable, guys. So in our next video, we're gonna put a battery in this, take this thing for a flight, and I'll let you know my final impressions on the Curve Micro16. Now, if you wanna see that video, hit that subscribe button there for you to be notified whenever I do drop that video. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.